Hello, everyone. This is Sam. He's a cigarette smoker. So, Sam, tell us about when you first started smoking cigarettes.
I was still in high school. I was, just about to be a junior, so I must have been 16-ish, 17-ish. Um, yeah, first cigarette I smoked. I made a bet with a friend, and I lost that bet. So that was that. I mean, yeah.
Alright, and do you mind telling us more about your smoking habits?
Well, I mean, you're talking about like now or back then?
You can start from back then and work your way now.
Well, I mean, back then I used to just smoke to kill time or whatever. We'd be outside all day or doing whatever. And used to do it to kill time or stuff. Um, yeah, and then in the morning with a cup of coffee, or while I'm drinking, or so on and so forth. Those cigarettes that just almost become routine. Driving while I drive, that's a big one. Try to not do that as much. But when you sit in the car, you sit in traffic or something, bored as hell, like something else to do.
So, as you said earlier, you said you smoked before to kill time. Have you thought of anything else to try and kill time back then?
No. I mean, we did a bunch of other stuff to kill time in general, but that was just kind of added into it, like we'd smoke after we played like a game of basketball or whatever.
Yeah.
We smoked during the game of basketball and stuff and so on. Like progressively, it just became more and more of our daily routine.
Okay. So, what I got from this is like smoking, which is part of your usual routine with your buddies. It was like, you say it was like you'd smoke. Let's see, I'm trying to think of a good question here. But would you say you smoke with them around? Actually, no. Scratch that question. Yeah, it sounds like you don't have a problem with smoking. You just do it for recreational use. Would you say I'm on the right track with that?
No, I mean, you can't just smoke recreationally. I mean, you could, I guess, it's possible. Like, there are other people who just smoke when they're drunk and stuff, but I believe that the addiction will kick in before you even know it. I remember when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, I'm not addicted. I could do it anytime I wanted to, but I never did. And maybe it's because I never wanted to, or maybe, I was already hooked into it.
Right. Have you ever thought about the benefits to quitting smoking?
Oh, all the time.
I mean, is there, would you say there's anything preventing you from quitting?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I've tried quitting multiple times throughout my life. I've lost count how many times I've tried. I've tried doing everything, substitute for chewing gum, seeds, whatever, packing lips even, just other things, and nothing seems to be the same. Electronic cigarettes, essentially the same thing. I mean, I prefer not to have my body pumped full of chemicals, as weird as that is to say, even though the fact that I smoke all the time. I would prefer to just smoke tobacco instead of smoking 50 million chemicals as well. And there's no scientific proof that electronic cigarettes are better for you or anything along those lines. So if I'm going to do something that gets detrimental to my health, I'm going to smoke cigarettes.
All right. Well, just to run off the question, if you've ever thought about quitting, is there any other thing that was difficult in the past that you've had to quit?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you seem like a very strong-minded guy. I know you could definitely pull this off. So I have complete faith in you. Just say, you know the benefits to quitting smoking, so you're a smart man. So
I mean, it comes with every single, just each day, you start finding excuses to smoke a cigarette, and I mean, yes, the nicotine is part of it, and I could go, I'll smoke. I mean, if I smoke a cigarette in a day, I'm going to get very moody, I guess is the word to use. But it's not but if I had to smoke just for the nicotine addiction, I could probably get away with smoking 3 a day, 4 a day. But I smoke probably about closer to a half a pack. Exactly. I go through like 3 or 4 packs a week.
I mean, I value your statement. I value your viewpoints about about the reason why you smoke. Now that we covered that, now let's talk about. Let's see. What's the word I'm looking for here? Let's see. What am I trying to come up with? Now let's talk about, like, how I stated before. Like, let's talk about the reasons. What's preventing you from quitting smoking?
I don't know, man. I guess myself.
Yourself.
You know, I've had a couple buddies who quit cold turkey one day,
Yeah.
and you know, he just kind of woke up and was like, I don't want to smoke no more, and stopped. You know, hasn't gone back to it. That was 3 years ago, maybe about 4 years ago now. So you know, it's done. But I mean, all my friends back home smoke. I'm trying. I can maybe like a few of us who don't. You know, it's more often than one of my friends does smoke, do not smoke. And I think, you know, when you're trying to stop, being around it's very difficult. You know, when you always, you know, you see it everywhere you go. You see people smoke. A lot of people smoke. You know, you see it on television. You see it in movies. You know, you see it just throughout your everyday life. You know, just throughout every day. Just, you know, people smoking on the street or whatever. People taking a quick smoke break from work. Like, you know, it's kind of like no escaping it. And you have to be, I guess, you have to be stronger than that. You have to have more self-control. And I guess I'm not mentally ready to do it.
That I value that because, like you said, you're around it. Your friends smoke. See, your friends smoke. The ones that did successfully quit. Do you think you could see yourself in their shoes, like potentially joining? Yeah.
I mean, I hope so. You know, like people ask. I mean, like I figured. I guess I kind of figured it'd always be a phase and all that, but it kind of, you know, just keeps going and going. I mean, maybe one day I will quit. You know, my dad wants me to quit, like all that. My family wants me to quit. Some of my friends who don't smoke want me to quit, so on and so forth. Like, and I think that for the most part, it would be, you know, for the better. Like maybe if I, you know, have a family or whatever, that'd be probably a good big reason to stop. You know, my mom stopped because like she had a family at one point and all that. But I mean, we'll see. You know, like I'm still young.
Yeah.
You know, I still have plenty of room to grow and to find myself. And I think at some point that I will gain enough self-control to stop. But until that day happens,
Judging by my conclusion is that you know the benefits of quitting smoking. You've thought about it. You have a great support system, so I mean, there's nothing preventing you from quitting smoking.
what's going to hold you back is yourself.
Exactly.
What I have come to understand.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think it just takes a certain level of maturity or self-control or whatever to stop, even for the reason. And I just haven't found it yet. You know, I'm still searching, I guess. I'm still, you know, growing mentally.
All right. So, one final question before we sign off for the viewers. If you were to give yourself a timetable, when do you think you'd be able to quit smoking?
10 years, hopefully, at most.
Is there a reason for that long time frame?
If I hadn't grown up by then, you know, I'd do something wrong. I was 31 at that point.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Sam. I know you're a busy man, so
Always.